We're doing something a little different today. A lot of times, I'm really rude to my good friend Janae, but we're switching it up today. Janae, would you please send us off beautifully into this podcast?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. This is the Prepared for Nothing podcast. You got me, Jay, here, all the way from the Middle East. Barely the Middle East, more like Southeast Asia. We got Connor hanging out. And
He's glitching.
Nothing makes me happier than if Janae says the intro and it's so good and then it just starts glitching at the end. Holy fuck. Jay, are you back?
Oh man.
Oh my god, that was the greatest thing.
That new service
That's
provider
that's the
putting in and work.
Oh my god, that's the best intro we've ever had. For anyone, everyone.
I can make it better. I can make it
Okay,
better.
try again. Okay,
I
do it
mean-
again, bud.
All right.
Round 2. Let's go.
All right. Let me get in a. I think if I stand up, it'll be better.
Okay. All right, bud. You can do it. You can do a. It's like, what's that called? A mulligan, right?
Yeah.
You can mulligan the intro on the Prepared for Nothing. Go again, bud. Have the floor.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. This is Jay here, all the way from the Middle East. We got Connor hanging out in Salt Lake City and Justin at the head of it all. We're sending out good vibes for you and everyone in your life.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was great. That was fucking great. Jane, I have a big question for you.
Okay.
Are you good at spelling words?
I am like within the 65th to 80th percentile of spelling words of the general population of America.
So you're like above average-ish.
Yes.
How do you spell Albuquerque?
Oh. A-L-B-E-R-Q-E.
Dude, there's nothing better than you cutting out on this, and it sounds like you're making click clacks.
No. Albuquerque. How do you spell Kirky?
We'll never
Is
know
it like
if you
turkey
spell-
without the T?
No, not at all.
Albuquerque.
Try again, Janae. You were all counting out there. Try one more time.
Okay. A-L-B-E-R Q-U-A-Q-U-E?
No,
Cracky?
no, not quite.
I don't know, man.
You were pretty close.
I can't do it.
Do you know what the best part of this is, Janae?
What?
Do you remember how like we have in our Discord chat between all of us, little thing where we kind of like maybe just throw some topics in there?
Yeah.
If you ever looked at it, you would notice that I put this question, how do you spell Albuquerque, in 3 times recently. You bitch ass, pay attention. We're moving on.
I actually did read it. I actually did know about the topic. I was like, oh, that's a good topic. And then you put me on the spot, and I didn't want to check and cheat. So
Dude, you got
I was
screwed.
like,
You got
I
screwed.
gotta see. Okay, well, tell me what it is. Where did I fuck up? The last half?
About the middle, actually.
Actually, early.
Well,
Because he said Alber.
yeah,
And it's truthfully Albu Quer Quue.
yeah. I think
Albaru.
I think he did like an AR at one
Quirky.
point. Yeah.
Yo, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, dude, I fucking.
That spelling is fucked up.
You're fucked up.
I know, I'm fucked up. Oh, did you get the email
What,
for
bud?
the class reunion for the school that we went to in an undisclosed area at an undisclosed date?
I'm so happy you brought this up because this was actually one of the topics on my thing. I did. And to that I say fuck you. To them, I mean.
You don't want to go to your class reunion?
I was gonna ask you to be my date.
I'm gonna be blunt here. And I'm gonna say this to any of the people who may hear this pod one day from our class. It's been about 11 years since we graduated. I didn't give a fuck to reach out to you in those 11 years. I'm not gonna go one night pretend like I give a fuck all of a sudden for one night. You know what I mean? The people who I want to talk to and the people who I want to connect with, I've talked to. I got connections with. I got text threads with them. I know what the fuck's up. I don't gotta go to some bullshit ass night where I go to like pretend to give a fuck that this one dude whose dad may have been a math teacher, he's out there fucking just like flying falcons as some hobby or some bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, but dude, that's not the reason why you go to a class reunion.
Why do you go? Because you're told that's one of the things that you're kind of told.
See,
Like,
you're so anti-class reunion, you won't even let me get an explanation. You're just shitting on me before I even open my mouth.
tell me, Janaid, I'm gonna shut my mouth until you're done. Why I should go? Connor's rolling his eyes over here, by the way, so hard. You have no idea.
Dude, like we went to a small school. We had a small batch. It's just a couple people who you saw throughout the years grow up, change, and all this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just like a small little thing of being courteous to the person who organized it. And also,
We lost you, Janaid. We're losing you. Stop.
Justice.
Janaid, we're losing you. Stop.
Man. Dude, this new card is not doing you justice, my man.
Whatever you did is like the worst your connection's ever been.
Quick question while he's trying to get his connection back. Did our Mystic, would they be part of your class reunion?
No, different school.
Ah.
But adjacent in the private school sector.
Okay.
And
I was going to say, it's like, what if they show up and you get a reading?
so I'm going to, like, maybe Junaid will hear this as he's clicking back in, maybe not. But one big difference I have from him and a few of my other friends is that we went to a school that was a private school from elementary school to high school. A lot of them went from there top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like pre-K through graduation.
Just the same people.
Everyone. So they're really interested because they really are the people they grew up with top to like from there.
But you came in high school.
I came in at the end.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, yeah, it's 5 years of people. I've had so many groups of people that I have friendships with of 5 years. And these guys are all some of the most pretentious motherfuckers I ever know. I'm saying it. I'm calling you all out right there.
Well, what if you went just to mess with them?
I agree.
I don't want to.
I am definitely a little pretentious. Maybe more.
What?
Yeah. I have no... I'm not going to say names because I really want to, but, like, I have no interest in showing up to an event in which everyone's like, well, after I was, at the graduate yada 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 of my class, I went on and my father gave me a small loan of this, and I went on to I work at this fantastic company, and now I hunt falcons for little pigeons down in Provo, Utah. And I think my life is so fantastic, and I've just had it so great. And
Justin,
wait,
Justin, Justin, Justin.
what
Get
what?
get that mystic energy and push that negativity out. Accept the world and the
Got no.
people in it.
Bro,
It's
what if
okay.
Why?
I
People
go
do stuff with their
as you?
lives that they're proud of, Justin.
Oh, I'm not saying that, Janaid. I like
Okay.
Connor's idea. We're gonna put that on hold real quick.
Okay.
No, I'm not worried about people like going out and being proud, but at the same time, I'm not like trying to go to the flex parade. If that's what is that what a reunion's supposed to be? Is everyone just shows up and like fucking tries to like it's a peacocking fest?
No. So
Anyways, let's move on. Connor.
yeah. So my idea is that I go as you, and we just Mandela effect your entire graduating class. Everyone just scratching their heads like, I don't remember Justin being like over 6 feet tall.
Holy
I don't,
shit, dude!
And then like if they try and bring up anyone from the lacrosse team comes up, I don't know how to play lacrosse. And then everyone just like, well, no, you played lacrosse.
Be me, but like with a brain injury.
Something, yeah.
Like have some story that like
But,
6 months ago
I look
suffered
completely different from you.
Oh my god!
But the entire time I still hang out with Janaid there.
Are you down, Jay?
So it's like they think it's got to be him because he's hanging out with his good buddy Janaid.
Yeah.
But
And you call
He
him
doesn't-
Justin the whole time.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't know
You
it either.
really like played in.
Yeah, it's $50 per head per ticket.
To go to our own class reunion.
Well, yeah.
Dude, I'm going to say this to the dude. His name starts potentially with like a letter that starts the alphabet, and I'm not going to say the rest of it, but you can suck my dick on a $50 to my own bullshit ass high school reunion ticket.
they just
God
think because
damn.
it's a private school, you can probably afford it.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, I literally just act like myself. I don't even try and act like you. Just if anyone asks, I'm you. And like even go as far back as like just give me a list of like your parents' names and like
Yes.
stuff like that. So they're just like, how's
Bro.
the wife? And it's like, oh, you mean my wife so and so?
How about this?
how's
I
your
just
mom?
tell you a few of like my ex's names,
Yeah.
and you just kind of like just start shouting them out periodically throughout the whole night. You know?
No, just I'll mention like the first one, but none of the ones towards the end.
Ooh.
So almost like gaslight them. It's like, well, I don't know who you are. How can I be your ex?
All right. Well, at least Connor will be my date. Because I'm not
But, like-
taking my wife. I am not doing that.
You're going, bro?
Because my wife will just
Definitely
hella judge me for all the stupid shit I did. And judge the people I went to school with. Because I did the exact same thing to her. I'm not going to invite her.
You're going, dude?
How much time out do we
You
have?
got it?
It's like 2 hours, dude.
What? No. I mean, like, how far out until, like, how many months?
December.
Oh, it's
December,
like
okay.
2 months.
Do you think that would be enough time to, like, fill my phone with pictures of me, like, posing with your parents or something?
Yeah.
God.
It's like, it's sometime in October.
Dude, my dad's retired right now. He'd be so down on this idea, bro. He would literally love to be like part of just trolling, like taking pictures with Connor. Like, yeah, this is my son.
This is my son, the 6 foot tall, different hair color, less facial hair.
Justin got tall out of nowhere.
He suddenly got tall. His genetics changed.
I finally have a tall son that I love.
He now has blue eyes for some reason.
He would do it. Yo,
Just
can I give a big shout out real quick?
Sure.
We have a fan out in Belgium.
What's up, you
You mentioned that.
Belgianese mother trucker?
Yeah, dude. Yo. Okay, so last week, Janaid wasn't here for our last episode. I'm sorry, Jay baby. We went on without you the last one. What he doesn't know yet is we are for damn sure and official on Spotify right now. We got all our episodes up, not only on Spotify but also on SoundCloud. And
Because in order to do Spotify, you have to go through
exactly, I want to say this just for anybody out there who wants to like do a pod one day, maybe real quick. There's this thing called an RSS feed. If you want to do some shit, learn what that is, because that fucked me up for like 2 weeks trying to figure out how to work it and what I need to do. But anyways, SoundCloud is hosting our RSS feed that's allowing us to go through Spotify. Shouts to both of them. We're hosted on both. But I was just looking at our analytics on SoundCloud one day, and all of a sudden, every single one of our episodes was viewed top to bottom by just one person. And fucking
Our
Chick-
simp
all it
in
said
Belgium.
was just Belgium. We got 15 plays in Belgium and one in like Fairfield, USA or something like that. So.
I love you, Fairfield. I love you, Belgium. We love our simps.
Shouts to the homies.
What do we call
Fucking-
the followers of the Prepared for Nothing podcast? What should we call our
I
followers?
call them the unprepared.
The unprepared.
The unprepared.
Preparedless.
Yes,
Prepared list.
prepared list.
I kind of
I
like
could
that,
change
dude.
that. I could change it to that.
I kind of like the prepared list.
The prepared list.
It kind of just plays on like not knowing what the fuck. Like you don't even know how to.
I wonder if, like, what if we did like a double negative on it? The unprepared list.
The unprepared
The
list.
unprepared list.
Yo, I
Which just
like
means
that.
the prepared.
Yes. What do you think, Jay?
I like it.
The unprepared list?
The unprepared list for nothing, which would
It's
just
ridiculous.
be the prepared for nothing.
Dude, what's up? The unprepared list to the podcast. That's kind of it's hard to say though.
It is. We'll probably change it when we forget it down the line.
What's up? Prepared lists.
I'm talking to all the prepared lists out there.
Prepared list, unprepared list.
Unprepared lists. I don't know how the rule of like plurals would work in that.
Jay, are you following some basketball shit right now, or do I need to like talk some knowledge into your brain real quick?
Olympic basketball?
Oh, fuck the Olympic basketball, dude.
Okay, there
2
was some
episodes
trades
ago-
that happened.
You know which one I'm talking about, right? I gotta get it out.
What is it? Is it Rondo? No, it's not Rondo. It's with an R.
Russell Westbrook to the Lakers.
Dude, Russell Westbrook. God damn man, he's old now, and he's such a.
This
There's
fucking
nothing
internet just
better.
censored
There's
him.
nothing better than when you start saying dumbass bullshit and your own internet's just like, nope.
Like, way it did it too. It's like he could have said anything.
No, he's
And
just
it's
like
just
Russell
censored.
Westbrook is.
Nah.
We'll wait, dude. Don't worry. It's not like we're just trying
Ball
to record this or
hog.
anything. Ball hog?
Yes, Russell Westbrook is a motherfucking ball hog.
You think he's gonna ball hog from LeBron James?
Yeah, ain't most of the
I
pros
think he's gonna be
ball
there for a
hogs,
season. They're gonna trade him again, maybe even mid-season.
though. LeBron
It's a
doesn't
good
want
ass
to play
trade
with him.
asset. Also, Russ has never played with a big as good as Anthony Davis. So when Braun needs to go on the bench, they can put fucking Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis in, and that's a fucking powerhouse squad right there, dude.
You said they gave up 3 people though for it.
Yeah, but there's some of those 3 are scrubs. So, in that trade, they gave away this dude Kyle Kuzma who played at the U, so a lot of these people listening to this might know that. But he's been there for years and he's scrubbing hard. Not he's some bitch. And then they got this dude Kentavious Caldwell Pope, who, like, let's be honest, he couldn't even play a half season because he was on fucking house arrest and he couldn't leave the city of LA, so he could only play home.
Why was he on house arrest?
Drugs.
God, imagine being on house
And
arrest
then,
in pro basketball.
and then this other dude, Montrezl Harrell, he's kind of good at basketball, but he's mostly just like a bully ball guy who will go out there and just like play hard defense and all this shit. But he can't shoot for shit. So like, they traded 3 dudes who kind of weren't shit.
Dude, the house arrest guy honestly should have just like reached out to the parole and been like, hey, can I just get like a parole officer to follow me? Because I'm sure a parole officer would love to fucking travel with the Lakers.
Dude,
Just to watch his ass 24/7.
they tried, but he couldn't leave the state.
Well, I mean, that would be like why he could leave the state is if
So
the parole officer.
he could go to
takes
like
it.
Golden State games at the South.
Yeah.
He could go to like California.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is like he has to travel under this parole officer.
That'd be a dope job.
Wouldn't it? You just get to watch the Lakers. Like, I need front row seats because I need to have my eyes on this guy 24/7.
This guy right here.
Yeah, he can't be unsupervised outside the state of LA. I need to be here. And you just get to like go in the locker rooms and shit and just 24/7, just within like 6 feet of this guy at all times.
Right. So like this is a new big 3, dude. I'm sorry, I'm changing back. I'm fucking reverbing it, but dude, this over. People talking shit, but I'm vibing it. And then when they lose in the playoffs next year, I'm gonna pretend I didn't record this podcast, okay?
Yeah, you said in a previous episode that it was
Nope.
going to be. No? Okay.
No,
We'll just put that down as fake info.
fake news.
Fake news.
Sinead said it.
Yeah.
It's not true. I made it up.
Do you have an opinion, Sinead?
Yeah, basketball is boring.
Got him.
Wow. Wow, dude. I'm just like...
Just buried it there.
Okay, Sinead, I'm gonna go to the next topic. Would you rather be a lizard or a lion?
I wouldn't want to be a lizard in my house because I would fuck that lizard up.
Oh, I forgot you're the
lizard
lizard
killer.
killer.
What kind of lizard? Like any?
I was thinking, like, at Lake Powell on the rock, like, really having a good, chill life.
Because like a Komodo dragon would be sick to be.
Okay, I like that better. A Komodo dragon or a
Yeah.
lion.
A Komodo dragon or like, honestly thinking in like a fight too, it could go either way.
Dude,
I think
a lion has like a harem, man. A lion has everything he
You see
needs.
these things? Have you seen the
Don't-
posts about lionesses in heat? Like the head lioness in heat in these harems a lot of times wants to do it like 22 times a day
Whoa.
and will literally like bite the male lion's junk until they fuck them.
Whoa. They're like, fuck some more. And dude's like, Jeebus, we just
Can you
fucked."
can you send me a link to that? I want to show something to my
Yeah.
wife.
Oh my god. You
The post
fucking-
is pretty funny because it's got like a photo of a male lion getting bit from behind and just like the look on his face too.
Oh my god, I feel like I need to end this.
Well, let's hop over to the how is it the sexy beast thing you were talking about?
Oh, we need to talk about sexy beasts. This is a great transition.
Oh, the TV
Remember how
show?
we're practicing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Netflix.
dude. What's your thoughts, Jay?
I've seen the trailers for it.
Oh my
yeah.
god, it is horrible.
Jesus Christ, what did you just fucking send to my screen? Is this a fucking lion getting its testicles?
Yeah.
Lord Christ, dude.
Lioness have 20 to 40 times a day when they're in heat and her man can't keep up with her, she demands to mate by biting his balls.
Dude, I'm staring down a picture
He's so
You see
sad.
the-
of
He's
a
so
lion
sad.
Yeah,
who is so
He's like, oh,
sad.
again?
He is so dejected. His balls have been
done.
bitten so many times, and he's
He's
like,
like,
I
"There's
I
nothing to
fucked
give."
you so many times
There's
today.
nothing
Is
to-
18 times not enough? Is 18 times not enough? Then he gets one more in, and he's like 19. Okay, that's got to be good. And then there she is, right back again, biting at the nutsack.
God.
20 times. What the fuck, dude? I feel bad for this, bro.
He
I
just
need to
looks
know
so
this
sad.
lion's name.
He just looks bummed, man. That's the face of a broken man.
Dude, he's so broken.
He regrets every step of the hair.
Dude, he hates life so bad.
Yeah.
Can this
He's
be
like-
the thumbnail for this podcast?
Oh, just his face?
Yes.
Oh,
Work it
maybe,
in somewhere. I
actually.
could probably work it in
I was
somewhere.
going to say, that might be a good idea.
They'll just like put it over and then lower the opacity so you can see like the logo in the background.
Yes, dude. And I just like, man, he's like, he's crying, bro.
So
He's looking at the camera, man, like, why
everyone,
aren't
for
you helping
reference,
me?
I'll actually try and sync it up so it only shows up once we start talking about it now. So from this point on, you're gonna see it on the screen.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's why you have a producer. cool, dope stuff like that. God, dude. He's just out here like, man, I fucked you fucking 22 times today. And he's starting to bite his nuts, and he's like, how many more? How many times?
Yeah. All right, so back to Sexy Beast. So, have you seen the series Face Off? Where they
No.
do like, so it was on Sci-Fi, and it was like a competition elimination style show where it was practical special effects makeup.
Okay.
And it was always in like the sci-fi horror fantasy genre.
All right.
And I mean, this stuff was going like all out, like making people into trees and shit.
Okay.
So like a lot of silicone body molds and stuff like that.
Getcha.
So it's like they got some people from that to make these costumes. And they go out and have dates in public. It's kind of like a speed run of The Bachelor.
Okay.
And they wear this getup the entire time. They can change like clothes, but they always have the mask on and like glove hands. So you can't tell their skin color. You can't even guess what their face looks like. And the whole idea is like we did this so that way you take away face value, and so you're kind of forced to appreciate someone's personality over their looks. But every single guy in it has instead just been like, well, does she have a fat ass or big boobs?
No.
Yeah, because it's like that stuff isn't covered. So they're just looking at figure anyways.
Bro.
Yeah. But it swaps up. So like sometimes there'll be a guy and then 3 girls competing. And other times it will be...
This isn't in Sexy Beast. This is in this other show you were talking about, right?
No, this is Sexy Beast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying that it looks like the face-off practical effects level.
Right.
This is Sexy Beast I'm talking about. So it'll either be like a girl and 3 guys or a guy and 3 girls that will go on the date. And the other thing too is like, so they all go on a date and then the person eliminates one of the 3. And when they do that, they'll do the unveil on him.
Right.
So the viewer gets to see what they look like. And then they'll just show him on like a phone screen what the person looked like. That was everyone's competing for. And you just get to see their reaction. And then at the end, they do like a full unmasking. So they go and the main person that everyone's competing for will go to this one platform. You get to see what they look like. And then the person they rejected of the final two will come and meet them. So that way they kind of get this sense of like, okay, this is what I turned down. And then they'll leave. And then the person they picked will show up. And that you'll have like some instances where that will happen. And they'll like look back and it's just like, shit.
Shit, dog.
Yeah.
Damn. I made the wrong choice.
Mm-hmm. But one of them was so funny because she picked this guy and then they did like those side cutaways that like reality TV does, like the side interview.
Right.
And it's just like, I was really hoping she'd eliminate me. And he's the one that got picked. But these costumes are so fucking weird, and sometimes they'll try and like kiss and make out in them. It's so fucking cringy to watch.
Jade, what would your animal be to represent you on the furry show?
On this furry show.
Sexy beasts, dog.
Oh, and it could be they do like anything, right? Like it's
yeah, like a dude was a scarecrow in one of them.
Oh, I'll probably
dude.
be like I don't know if you guys seen the show like Troll Hunters. I'd probably be one of the trolls.
Okay, I think someone was actually trolling one of them, so that makes sense. Someone was like a witch. They just gave her like a really ugly face and nappy hair.
Janae,
Yeah.
if we gave you the opportunity, you could have come in. You could have been like, I'm a majestic fucking lion. I'm a rhinoceros. And you said some fuckboy shit like that?
This is how I know you have never seen Troll Hunters.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, dog. You're right.
One of the ones they had the guy, they put like a rooster head on him, and so he had like his like gizzard hanging down. It would actually flop. At one point, he had like a girl fondle him in one of the dates. It's so fucking weird.
Dude, can I actually, like, tell you my new slang term that you just reminded me of? And I need to pitch it on the podcast right now.
All right.
Okay, right? So, like, have you ever been excited about something and it, like, some people say, like, it gives you butterflies or, like, kind of makes your stomach tingle or something
Like a
that.
high anticipation.
High anticipation, like, ooh, excited moment.
Yeah.
You ready? You ready for what that's called?
Sure.
Jingling your jimmies.
Jingling your jimmies. Only here at Jimmy John's.
Damn it.
I'm getting the jingle
Don't ruin
jimmies.
it, bro.
I can't remember. Is that a
I
sandwich
just-
place or a hot dog brand?
Jimmy John's?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Dude.
Sandwich place, and they make great sandwiches.
I literally want to throw this fucking keyboard at you right now, bro. Bruh. I'm over here trying to jingle my jimmies, and you're going to say, like, is it...
Well, I think you just used your slang wrong if that's the case.
Jingle jimmies. I got the jingle jimmies.
Jingle jimmies.
Oh, my God. This is beautiful.
Girl, you put jingle jimmies in my stomach. Yeah, I go out on my wedding. I got them jingle jimmies. Right
Listen,
before.
girl, I want you to jingle my jimmy and bite my ball sack.
That's what it's supposed to slyly imply, but Junaid's like, jingle my jimmies, touch my dick, okay, ha ha her.
No, bite my ball sack like a lioness in heat.
When life gives you a semi.
Oh my God, like the lioness. Maybe instead of doing the thumbnail of the sad lion face, we do of the like
The lion bite.
balls.
I'm just going to do like the whole lion picture.
Yeah, make sure you find the credit for that picture and just be like, this is the person
You know
who
what
took
I
it.
could do? I could do
We
it.
don't give credit to
Yeah, I could do it in such a way as that it starts zoomed in on the lion's face, and then throughout the episode, it slowly moves to the lion getting his balls bit.
What?
We can do that. So
What?
to the
It's
viewers
gonna
right
slowly,
now, you've probably noticed
gonna
it's
slowly.
gotten a little bit closer to the midsection of the lion, and by the end of this, you're just going to be looking at a lion getting his dick bit.
Hard.
Yeah.
Too. Like, not just a little bit, like, aggressive dick biting.
I can't imagine how that would arouse a lion, though.
Do you think it's just letting them know, like, fuck me or I'll bite your dick more? So they're
Maybe.
like, okay, fine.
I remember hearing a thing that I think it's cheetahs. An alpha male cheetah can just like bark at a female cheetah and she'll start ovulating. Like they have that kind of hormonal sexual power over each other.
He's pretty much like, hey, bitch.
And she's just
And
like,
then she's like,
boom.
Yeah.
He's like, well, me? Shit, I'm fertile.
Oh, me too. Looking like Janae over here.
Them cheetahs giving them jingle jimmies.
Is all you got from me, you bitch ass?
We hit the 35-minute point. I think the viewership has fluctuated at this point unless you're really determined to see that line tick getting bit. But I think it's time I talk about the weird-ass European shit I've been finding lately.
Please. I'd love to hear about some European shit. Fuck
So-
you, Europes.
Are you familiar
Except
with
for
the
Belgium.
Yugoslavian Civil War?
Yeah, fuck all you Europes except for Belgium. And I'm not sure about the Yugoslavian war.
So the Yugoslavia Civil War was basically a civil war between Yugoslavia and Serbia at the time.
How old? Was this like 10 years ago or like...
This is like 90s.
40 to 50.
Oh, wait, 40.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it ended about the 90s, but it started about 40, 50 years ago. And the reason it started is a Serbian farmer showed up in the hospital with a beer bottle shoved up his ass. And it is debated to this day whether he shoved it up his ass himself and then blamed it on the Yugoslavians, or if two Yugoslavians took him and shoved it up his ass like his story says. But that was like the breaking point to start a massive civil war in Yugoslavia. And just the idea that it may or may not, because there's even a theory that the farmer did it himself and then out of embarrassment tried to blame it on the Yugoslavians.
Those goddamn Yugoslavians shoved a beer bottle up my ass. And I hated it.
So it's
Yeah,
like
take it
that's
out.
one of the biggest takeaways from this massive European war is that whether or not the farmer that essentially started it shoved the beer bottle up his ass or not, his own ass or not.
Whether he derailed this whole damn ass podcast fucking 40 years later. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Can you imagine that? A whole war being started because the guy got a fucking bottle stuck up his ass and was too embarrassed to admit he was shoving a bottle up his ass?
Oh no, it was my wife. You're not married.
No, it
It was my girlfriend.
You don't have that either.
He's the Yugoslavian.
There you go.
How would you try and explain yourself out of that, Janae? What would be your excuse?
I'm a fairly honest person, dude. I would go with the truth first. That two
You'd be
Yugoslavians held me over a barrel and shoved a beer bottle up my butt.
So I gotta call you out because you said you were gonna tell the truth.
I think that's the joke there, man.
That's the truth.
All right, you got me. Honest to God, the Yugoslavians did it.
They shoved it up my ass.
No, I mean, how else would it happen? Let's be real. Come on.
One day we'll be able to hear Janae clearly.
I said forgive and forget.
Forgive and forget.
Oh, Jesus. I don't
Just be-
think you should be talking about that when things are going in the wrong orifices.
Now, I understand that they did it, but we don't need to start a civil war now.
It's okay. Just be an advocate for peace.
Because, I mean, you still got to think about it, too, if that's actually what happened. That's such a weird thing to do over, like, a racial tension aspect.
Like,
You're
you just
two
starts the
Yugoslavians
speech.
who hate
You
Serbians,
guys gotta take the
and you
beer bottle
encounter-
out of your ego.
Yeah, and like you encounter a lone Serbian, and you're just like, okay, my hate crime is going to be shoving a bottle up his ass.
It's like, oh, they won't believe him. They won't believe him that we did it. They're gonna think he did it himself.
It would be even funnier if both those Yugoslavians like died in the Civil War, and they're just like worth it.
What if it became like a weird phrase that you can use later, like, kill two birds with one stone or something like that, but you're just later on, you're like, die with glass in the ass. And it means some like weird noble thing, like you die honorably, but it's really just because some like soldier
Stuck glass up a guy's
was
ass.
like a little too drunk one night and was like bootying it and squeezed a little too hard and it broke and he died and he was the captain and like,
oh my god, that'd be so sad if like you're a notable man and you go missing and they find you in like the worst position.
broken glass in your ass.
Yeah.
If I Google search it, is that gonna be bad? Have
Probably.
people died from broken
What
glass?
happened?
Yeah,
What
I-
happened to the? Yeah,
Even if they lived, I
definitely.
wouldn't want to see what comes
There's
up.
there's a lot of like important arteries in your pelvic floor that get severed.
Can you barely hear him?
I can hear him, yeah.
Clear?
Yeah. But no, yeah, I mean, shit, everything down there is muscle that contracts, and it needs a shit ton of blood.
Yeah.
So,
So did the
Right.
beer bottle guy survive?
yeah, he went to the hospital and they took it out of his ass, and they're just like, well, what happened? And he's just like, oh, two Yugoslavians stuck it up my ass because they hate Serbians. And they're like, oh, well, we better report this to the police. And then it hit the news, and then,
That
like,
makes sense.
and then, like, the Serbians are just like, oh, fuck the Yugoslavians. And then, like, one thing led to another, and a civil war broke out. But, like, the determining factor that a lot of the historians agree on is that it boiled down to this stupid incident of a farmer
Glass in
having
the
a
ass.
bottle up his ass. And, like, they have looked into it, and they can't find any evidence that it happened or didn't happen. Like, there's no proof for either side whether he made it up or not. So it's this
Jesus
heavily
Christ.
debated and now almost joked about thing of like, did a Serbian man just shove a beer bottle up his ass and start a war, or was it an actual hate crime?
Right.
Considering the fact that they're Eastern European, it's very likely that they like putting things in their ass.
What are you saying, Junaid?
The Eastern
That
European way.
they like weird, kinky shit, dude. And you're a farmer
What
in
is that?
Serbia. What the hell else do you have to do?
Are you trying to insinuate that all Serbians love shoving things in their ass?
No. I would like to insinuate that Eastern Europeans love kinky shit. And we're not kink shaming. He could like it, that's fine. Just own up to it.
What was that? Well, I picked that up on my mic.
I know.
Yeah.
I think my headphones gave out. So
Oh, okay. The other weird thing I found in relation to Europe is there was like some crazy Russian guy that tried to make a homunculus by injecting his own DNA into chicken eggs.
Oh, I heard about
Yeah.
this.
tried to make his own what?
Homunculus.
What's homunculus?
So it's
Don't just say some words like that and
it's
assume
it's
I
an
know what
alchemy
the fuck.
term, and it basically refers to creating life with alchemy. Is kind of how it's predisposed.
He basically fertilized the chicken egg with his semen.
Yeah.
But he made like this
And-
weird video about it, and it's not like scientifically.
You've seen it, right?
I haven't seen it. I heard about it from my wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like,
mean,
how is that
it's
possible?
all
Don't they have a
filmed
different
in,
number of
like, his
chromosomes and it'll
basement.
never work?
It's been kind of debunked, and like, I think MIT tried to replicate it, but then a lot of people that defend it are just like, MIT's too sterile for what.
Dude, how many people were
Like-
jizzing on eggs?
Well, not
to
only
try
that, but
and
it's like
fucking
MIT
test
is
this?
being way too sterile and like, proper about it. It's like, this guy is in his basement.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
even on camera, he's in like a full Russian rad suit of like gas mask and radiation clothes and everything. It's like this guy's probably like has some fucked up sperm and he's injecting it with a used syringe into these eggs that he
These
supposedly got
AIDS.
like fresh from a chicken. And then this like weird tube thing grew and he put it in water and then the tube thing like flattened and then grew an eye. And then he made like another one that was a tube thing, but instead this one grew a mouth. And then he
This
like
motherfucker's just jizzing in eggs.
yeah, and then
pretty
he
much.
like mixed the two of them in the same container and they like merged together.
I don't like this, dude.
Yeah, it was so weird. And then, but the best part
I-
about it is the very end of the video thing. He takes it out and he's like, "I think it's dead," and it kind of like wiggles around and like squirts something at him. And he just says, "Oh fuck," and throws it on the ground and like smashes it with a massive book. And that's just how the series ends. It's like 40 minutes of recordings.
He kills this fucking
He
creep ass.
kills it because it like squirts something on him, and then like a couple of years later, he dies of a like surreal heart attack. And so they're just like, was it something from his homunculus? But they're like, it can't be. The homunculus was a fake.
What the?
And it's like, well, it's a fake. Why did it bleed when he crushed it? How did it move on its own? Shit like that.
So
I
dude
think that it
just,
was injected
Well, he
with.
doesn't.
Don't ruin
I
it.
think it was
Don't
like
ruin it.
injected with some other type of sperm that fertilized the egg, and it was like something like that. It could not have been human. It could not.
Yeah, they were theorizing it was like a cocktail of his own and a rooster's.
Cocktail.
Yeah.
And who even knows that it was a chicken egg?
Yeah, I mean it's just totally up in the air. It's probably fake, but it looks like X-File-y. I always think of like the Fluke Man from X-Files.
I hate you two right now.
Go on, talk about what you wanted to say about it.
I made the most cringy, just like dick joke right there.
Oh. Well, you want to read
Something
it?
about cock. I don't know, dude. I'm embarrassed because now I forgot about it. Okay. Trying to host this podcast and I'm fucking forgetting what I was gonna say. Now I'm just embarrassed. Throw me on the spot.
Oh,
How about
host.
this? Hey, Janine. The day you bring some ideas, I'll call you co-host. Do you know the show Room Raiders?
Oh,
I do not.
I love you, bro. I wanted to
yeah,
throw some
of course I
shade.
remember Room Raiders. This is a little before your time there, generation. Is shut the fuck up.
Generation Zhuzh up. That show was bomb. Let's be honest.
What was it about?
Okay,
You
Justin,
don't-
you want
no,
to
let me give- hold up,
explain
hold
it
up,
to
Jay.
him? Explain it
No,
to
actually,
Connor.
you explain it to him. You explain it to him, please.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so Room Raiders was a show on MTV2, and basically it was.
God damn it! I knew this was gonna happen. Stop.
Yes.
Let's try one more time, Jay. You gotta talk a little more slow, though.
Am I good?
I think you're good.
Now we're good.
Okay, so it's a show on MTV2. They get two contestants, and they each go to the other one's room, and they just shit on their room. And they just show up to their house unannounced, and they can't clean up anything or do anything, and they just compare them, and it's just
Not only
highly
did-
embarrassing.
He has a detail wrong there. It's not two contestants. It's like one person who it's their
Oh, I
room
see.
being raided. It's one person who's going to a bunch of like they show up at like four dudes' houses
Okay.
and just kidnap them all at once, or you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then they're in a van, the four of them,
Okay.
the four bros, and they're watching the TV. And then the girl goes to their house and goes through and like gets to go through their house.
Oh, so it's like they have to watch a girl go through their embarrassing rooms.
Exactly. And then
Nice.
without meeting any of the dudes, she picks which one she wants to go on a date. Like, it doesn't go anywhere, but like she picks a winner for like a date.
Who's the most attractive room?
Exactly, off of like what she finds in the room.
Gotcha. So it's like if you find shit like workout equipment, you can assume he's muscular. If you find like
Exactly, but
I
then
see, I
of
see.
course, obviously, in one room every episode, there's like a crazy, suspicious, like giant box of porn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they find the cum sock or some shit like
drawer
that.
of dildos in the guy's room. You're like, oh my god, like what the fuck is going on?
That sounds kind of neat though. Do you think you'd be able to pass one of those in high school?
No,
Like
definitely
no.
not Justin.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
Not even me.
no.
Like,
Not
it's
even you living at my house either.
My
No.
room is such a wreck in high school is that I doubt they'd be able to find anything.
Bro, that's a lot of the critiques on like, and they would, of course, the show was clearly super scripted when you
Yeah.
look back on it, but like, at least one dude every episode, it's like his whole house is like hoarder level dirty, and then like one dude's like the OCD clean guy, but once they opened the second drawer on the nightstand, they uncovered his giant porn you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was just like they just had these tropes of these like
Yeah.
typical characters.
So did it become like kind of repetitive too?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Just like any other show. And then as the girl's going through it and she like finds the dude's like stash, she's like, no dude, like what didn't he's tripping, and the other dude two dudes who were in the van, like the guy, they're like punched him like oh.
God.
It was almost as good as the show Next.
What's next?
Do you remember that one?
No, I didn't.
You don't know Next
I didn't watch
either?
any reality TV until like high school.
Janae, do you remember Next, right?
No, explain it.
Oh my god, I can't believe you guys don't remember this one. This one's my favorite. Okay, so like, there's one person, they're the like contestant, right? And it's like, I'm trying to choose a bunch of girls. And essentially, they will like get off the bus. And right when they step off the bus, they'll be like, hey, I'm Brittany. I love pink. My shoe size is 8.5. And then the third fact that they throw out is always absurdly crazy.
Okay.
Like, and I can't stand when the bathroom trash can's smaller than 3 inches.
Oh, okay. So it's like psychologically
It's
insane.
like crazy. You
We
know
have
what I
brought
mean?
in 3 psychopaths, and you have to choose the hottest.
No. It's not 3 crazy things. It's like, so they'll like each of them will get. So every character gets off the bus on the show Next, and they give that little thing, and then they walk up to the contestant and they try and have a conversation with them, and like let's say you're the guy choosing, right?
Okay.
And I stepped off the bus. And I was like, hey, I'm Justin. I host the podcast. And I really hate the number 17. And then you, the contestant dickhead, would just be look at me and be like, hey, say 17, bitch. And then I'd be like, oh no. And you'd say, next. And as soon as you said next, you would be like, next. It zoots me off the show, essentially.
So, like, would people even get the chance sometimes? Like, their third fact comes out and he just off the bat next?
Dude, there are people that would come off the thing and the narrators being like, this is Jessica. She's from Colorado. And, like, right when she turns the corner, the dude's just like, next!
Oh, just looking
Dude,
at him?
before they could even get there.
Fuck.
Dude, it was, like, the most shallow show
Yeah.
of all time.
I just love that because that's what Sexy Beast was trying not to be, and it just
Yes.
backfired and became super shallow.
And that's why I wrote it down when you said it, because that's what
Yeah.
it seemed like. Because it's literally, and like the people's personalities when they'd come out of the bus to present themselves. So it would always be two kind of normal facts, and then one that's just like psychopathic,
Yeah.
weird. You know what I mean? Hey, my name's Jennifer. My favorite flavor is cotton candy. I love the color green. And if my neighbors cheer on the 4th of July, I will strangle the kittens. And you're like, what the fuck did you just...
Yeah. Was there ever, like, anyone on it that was, like, kind of normal?
A little bit. And then, of course, they would sandwich in, like, 3 crazies. And then there would be one girl that's like, I'm from Texas. I'm a country girl. And, you know, one time I peed outside while I was camping. Like, what? Like, what? Like,
Okay.
well,
It's like, shit, dude, I did that yesterday behind my house.
it would be like they would try and pin it. And of course, that's the one that, like, the guy was like, well, I'm just looking for me a good country girl.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know?
my god, they did that on the fucking stupid Sexy Beast, and she voted off the country pick me character off the bat.
Yes.
It's just like literally the guy is like, she's like, I want someone country and folky, and it's literally this like dream boy from Texas, your stereotypical Texan cowboy, and she's just like, I didn't feel any kind of connection, just kicked him off, and like even at the end, he was such like a cool, humble guy. It's just like, you want to see what she looked like? He's like, nah, it wasn't meant to be. He was like the only guy throughout the entire series that didn't want to see what they looked
What
like.
what a
Yeah.
king.
Yeah, and he
What
just
a fucking
he
king.
walked out. He was the scarecrow too. It was just like generic, perfect country, and she like couldn't go for it. It's just like, guess you don't know what you want.
Guess you don't know what a good old country boy is. What would be your next bio?
My next bio.
Yeah. If you were on the show next, what would be your bio? I'll do mine first. I'll give you guys
Okay.
an example.
I'd just make something up, I think.
Alright, here's mine, okay? Hey, y'all. I'm Justin. I like skateboarding. I like cooking good food. And occasionally, when it's the right time, I fillet up the bitches, you know what I'm saying?
Connor, do you have one?
It's just probably. Do you have to be serious with it, or could you honestly just fuck around with it?
That's
Your
the whole
first
point.
two have to kind of be,
Your first you have to be like serious.
but also kind of mellow, like
All right. Like,
rudimentary. Like, I can recite the alphabet. I can walk backwards. You know, just bam.
all right.
That's the formula.
So I mean, I would probably do something stupid like it's like, man, my name is Connor. I'm into soul food and jazz music, and I got an alligator up my ass right now.
Okay, all right. I like it.
That's how you know you get that true soul in you right now.
What about you, Jay?
All right, I got one. Hi, I'm
Okay.
Jay. I'm an abstinence advocate, and I like flowers. And I'm also a baby daddy.
Abstinence advocate, baby daddy. Those would probably play into each other. You could make the connection.
So, are you a baby daddy or are you like a sugar mama? I'm not quite picking up. What's
No,
going
I have a
on.
child out of wedlock.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, it'd be really funny if that show, like,
So your
the
Janae's
bus pulls up, a bunch
Right.
of girls are getting off. About halfway through, just this large frat guy gets off.
Yes.
And to make it even better, the other guy lets him go, like, hears him out.
Right.
Like, doesn't just immediately next him.
Right.
Just, like, hears him out kind of deal.
One of the other great details of the show I forgot, too, is they film all of them in the, like, bus before.
Okay.
So it's like all of them pretending.
So it's a packed bus, basically?
Yeah, no, not a packed bus. There's only like 8 of them in the
okay.
back of like a pimped out studio bus.
Okay.
And they're throwing shitty like written writers' lines at each other. Like, yeah, you think you're gonna get this, man, but you're not down. And they're like, yeah, I'm so down that you're not even up. And the other one's like, oh,
They just like smoking them out before or some
yes,
shit?
it's like, and then they're all like talking shit on each other, and then they all walk out. And there's always like the one crazy bitch who just walks out. She's like, yo, my name's whatever, and I don't fuck around and fuck you. And he's like, next. And she's like, what the fuck? Why'd he kick me out of here? There's like, I think he said 3 really shitty qualities about
So what happens if he doesn't pick any of them?
Then it's just the end of the episode.
It's just the end of the episode. No one gets picked.
Bro, this is 2000s.
Okay. So he doesn't have to pick. That's
No.
part of it. Okay.
He can walk out and just being like, man, ain't none of them hoes coming off that bus were good enough for me.
Because I feel like it'd be pretty funny if he could only kick out the first 7, and like 8 is just the worst person they could find.
Nope.
Okay.
He could just next all of them and then just be like, what? And then like the episode's over.
What?
Like,
I'm gonna die
It'd be
alone.
great
What?
to do like a spoof of that. And you just get like the frat guy, because it sounds like it's always a frat guy, kind of.
well, dude, and then they would
Like
do
a
it with
douchey
girls,
frat guy?
and then there would be a girl that's like the person, and a bunch of dudes that are coming out
Yeah.
and being like, my name's James, I can bench 265, I'll drive a Lamborghini, and I really hate when my girl says the word spider. And then the girl's like, ha, spider, and he's like, fuck you, and he's like, next, and then it just like moves on to the next guy, and you're like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
No, I think it'd be a great bit. Just like go to a buffet at China, sit in the parking lot, wait until one of the Greyhound buses pull up and all like the Korean immigrants get off, and just try and speed run that in their confusion getting off the bus.
God, dude.
As there's like 90 plus of them on the bus.
Oh my god, dude. Like, sir, tell me 3 things about yourself.
What? And
And then just have the other person just be like, next. And then go to the next person in line. Just
They're all like just confused old men with fanny packs and like visors.
moving one at a time, just like, sir, 3 things about yourself. Next, sir. Jesus Christ. Janae, do you have
I
anything?
didn't like any of them.
Do you have anything important for our listeners out there?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you everyone for listening, supporting our podcast. I hope we gave you something to talk about, something to think about. Hopefully, nothing to get angry about. Even if you are, chill out. It's just a podcast. Relax. Our opinions don't matter.
Next.